Hello, I'm Matteo, the Chief Mobile Opinionist here at Tech Travel Geeks, and this is the unboxing and review of the EKSA EM500 gaming mouse, which EKSA very kindly sent us to review. Now, for those of you who don't know, EKSA is a brand that provides good value for money gaming accessories, as well as some very good audio accessories for smartphones, PCs, and gaming. And here at the Tech Travel Geeks YouTube channel, we have covered EKSA's wireless Bluetooth earphones because that's definitely an accessory we think makes the travel experience better. And today we're going to look at this EKSA mouse because not only did they ask us to review it, but I was on a trip recently. I was actually commuting to the office, which I don't do that much. And I didn't have a mouse with me, and I realized using my laptop and its trackpad that having a mouse is actually a useful thing. And as you can see here on the packaging of the EKSA EM500 gaming mouse, it's a lightweight one according to the specifications. It says that it's around about 70 grams, 68 grams plus or minus 3 grams. There's a few specifications on the side here. So as well as being super lightweight, it has 8 programmable buttons and it has 12,400 dpi. So for those of you who aren't aware of this, the way optical mice work nowadays is through the resolution that the optical sensor has that can calculate the axis of movement. Essentially the laser red light thing underneath it. The higher the DPI, the more sensitive it is, the more accurate it is, and that's what it's for. It has a parachute cord, which we'll look at in a moment, but it's a really nice way of calling it. It's a parachute cord, RGB lights, and lightweight. So that's the initial specifications. There's a white back with a different view on the other side. Let's open it up and see what this gaming mouse is like, and more importantly what a parachute cord is like. So once you take the packaging open, on the inside you'll have your mouse, which we can see here, and a nice bright red cord. So I'll put the packaging aside for now. So this is the EKSA EM500 gaming mouse. Now you can see it's a nice black, matte black mouse with a couple of red action buttons here, nicely weighted mouse wheel here with a very gentle, subtle clickiness to it, so that's great, and it is clickable as well. Left and right buttons, and then here at the side we have an extra couple of red action buttons, so that's great all round. So that's it. What is a parachute cord? So a parachute cord is, in this case, a braided cable. So it has a braided cable with a rubber cable tie built in, which is really handy if you're going to be using this whilst traveling. And on the other side, you only have USB Type A. Now, most laptops have that, but if you are traveling, you might, say, be using a tablet or another device that only has USB Type C. I will be trying this out with an adapter to see if it's usable, say with my Chromebook Duet by Lenovo, to give you an idea if this is compatible. But let's start off by plugging this in to my trusty HP laptop. And it won't go in there because that's an HDMI port. Yes, I have a laptop that has an HDMI port. So here we are, we've plugged in the mouse. And as soon as I move it, I can see that on my screen the cursor is moving, so that's all as expected. Mouse wheel works great. It has a little bit of momentum to it, and that's what you'd expect in gaming. It also has buttons, action buttons, which I need to program. But first impressions are that this is a nice mouse. It has, as you can see, a nice little RGB breathing light that is swirling from side to side with a gradient of colors, which is quite impressive, especially in a device of this price. I should say that at the time of recording this unboxing video, there is an offer on where this is around about £15 sterling So really good value for money if you can get that offer. Obviously, we'll be linking in the description to where you can purchase this on Amazon and other sites. And then under here you see that's the mouth sensor, which only seems to... Oh no, it doesn't actually give out proper red light. It does work... Yes, it does work without having a visible red light. And apparently you can adjust that by... You can adjust your RGB lighting by pressing that button. So it's now flashing yellow, red. Ooh, I like this. It's giving you each color in succession. Lights off, and then back to my breathing light mouse. Off again, and then the continuous gradient swirling, which I really have to say I quite like. Anyway, what I'll do is go away and use this for a while, and once I've done that, played around with settings in Microsoft Windows, specifically in Windows 11, using it on desktop and a few other devices, I'll get back to you with the Tech Travel Geeks review of this EKSA EM500 lightweight gaming mouse. In terms of weight, sorry I haven't said that yet, in terms of weight it's very light, but the only true test for this will be in prolonged use. So I'll get away for a while. There'll be a break in this video. There's likely going to be an ad in there because that's where we put the ad slot. But we'll be back with our full review in the second part of this video. So hang tight, watch the ad if you want to support the Tech Travel Geeks, and we'll be back soon. Okay then, so I'm back, and I've been using the EM500 mouse from EKSA for a while. I've used it in various settings on my PC, on my laptop, on Chromebook, Amazon Fire tablet, and yes, even my mobile phone. Because I found out that this is a fully compliant plug-and-play mouse that works great with pretty much anything. And obviously, if you want the programmable buttons to be handled gracefully, I do think you need Windows 11 or Windows 10, a full operating system. Even a Linux distro is great. This works with my Raspberry Pi, for example. So I've had no issues with it whatsoever. I was really surprised to see how well it works with devices that don't even have a USB-A port. As I said during the unboxing, so the bit where we showed you that this only has a USB Type-A port. Now, sometimes if you have a smartphone such as a Google Pixel and others, you'll get one of these in the box. It's a USB Type-C to USB Type-A adapter. And I use this to enable this to work with Type-C devices. See, the rule of the USB Type-A port that never goes in the first time still applies, but the idea with the Type-C port is that it's reversible and it works with pretty much any mobile device nowadays. Now obviously your device needs to support plug-and-play mice in it, and I'm pleasantly surprised to say that this works with Amazon Fire tablets. I tested this on the Amazon Fire HD8, on the Amazon Fire HD10 from 2019, and the Amazon Fire HD10 Plus from 2021, and it worked perfectly with all of them. I have to say it worked particularly well with the Amazon Fire HD10 Plus from 2021, because that device, if you remember our video, has a Bluetooth keyboard attached, which has no trackpad. So you're forced to, this is the keyboard, you're forced to use the touchscreen to do anything, realistically. So thanks to the fact that this mouse and the adapter work with USB Type-C, I now essentially have a fully functioning workstation on the Amazon Fire HD10 Plus. Not only that, I also proved that this worked with my Lenovo Chromebook Duet, which we've done a video about here on Tech Travel Geeks, and we'll be doing a full long-term review of it very soon. As well as, ironically, with my smartphone. Yes, this is the Google Pixel 5, And if you plug this EKSA EM500 mouse into it, you get a full mouse experience on the Google Pixel. So here I am in the YouTube Music app. I was also using this whilst reviewing an upcoming video product for Earphone Tuesdays. I was going through the list, and as you can see, I can scroll up and down. I can select my music track. I can shuffle tracks. I can essentially do anything I do with my finger gestures with a mouse, clicking up and down, scrolling up and down. It is just pretty funny. And I'd better not actually play any music because it's essentially it is essentially going to give us a copyright strike. But if I do things like check my train line ticket, I'm going to sign in with my Google account. You see, I can essentially do anything I need to do on my phone using my mouse. So this is not exactly the scenario the mouse was built for, but thanks to the fact that it is a fully plug-and-play compliant device, and if you have one of these Type-C to Type-A adapters, you will be able to use your device to do stuff, which is bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. I'm using my smartphone using a mouse. But anyway, back to the mouse itself. It is lovely. It's lightweight. The USB Type-A port is a standard one, but the cable, the braided cable that it is attached to it, which the packaging calls a parachute cable, is essentially a really good cable. And thanks to that cable tidy, if it's a bit too long for you, you can roll up a section of it and reduce the amount of dragging cable you have lying around. But as I said, the mouse itself I had no issues with. In terms of gaming, because that's what this is made for, I played a bit of Untitled Goose Game. I played a bit of, what's the name of that one? Cyberpunk 2099, or whatever the year is. I played a little bit of Red Dead Redemption 2 using this mouse, and I have to say, overall, the experience was great. No issues whatsoever. It was fast, responsive. There were nothing I can complain about. What else? The buttons are all programmable in your operating system. Just go into the mouse settings and you'll be able to adjust those. And that lighting at the bottom is very, very pleasant to watch, especially as you're getting up maybe to go and make something to eat or have something in the middle of a gaming session. This is a really, really handy mouse in terms of looks as well as functionality. So well done to EKSA. I think this is a great product. And the fact that you're getting this for less than £15 sterling is a great deal. Obviously, this, depending on where you are and what time of year it is, you may be getting different pricing and different deals. I'll link in the description to this video to where you can look at the EKSA store on Amazon. So check out the most up-to-date pricing there through the link in the description. If you were to buy anything at the time, thank you for doing so, because you'll be supporting Tech Travel Geeks. This is an affiliate link, which means it won't cost you anything extra, but Tech Travel Geeks gets a share of the revenue. So, just to wrap up, the EKSA EM500 wired mouse, gaming mouse, is fantastic. I really, really enjoyed it. Obviously, if it had been wireless, it would have been a completely different product. It would have been heavier, but that would be something I would be open to trying out. But for a wired mouse, that lightness, that ease of use is great. And I'm really surprised by the fact that through this adapter, you can also use it with a series of other devices. Anyway, let's wrap up this video. Thank EKSA for sending us this review device of the EKSA EM500. If you don't already, please do subscribe to the Tech Travel Geeks here on YouTube. If you would like to know more, feel free to leave us a comment in the section below. And for anything else, please feel free to reach out to us on Twitter at Tech Travel Geeks. But for now, thanks for watching and goodbye from me.